The world of Japan's three major noodles, udon, soba, and ramen. When talking about Japanese food culture, noodle dishes are indispensable. Among them, ramen, udon, and soba are deeply rooted in the Japanese dining table, and the characteristics and history of each noodle, as well as the food culture of each region, are truly profound. First, let's explain the overview of each. Ramen is a dish in which Chinese noodles made from kneaded wheat flour are dipped in soup. Its characteristics are the taste of the soup and the wide variety of noodles. There are a wide variety of soups, such as tonkatsu ramen, soy sauce ramen, and miso ramen, and you can enjoy distinctive flavors depending on the region. Ramen has developed as a unique Japanese food culture since the Showa era, and is now one of Japan's representative dishes. Udon is a thick, flat noodle made from kneaded wheat flour. Its characteristics are, above all, its chewy texture and simple taste. There are various types depending on the region, such as Sanuki udon, which is characterized by its strong chewy and smooth texture, and Inanawa udon, which is characterized by its thin and delicate noodles. Udon can be enjoyed in a variety of ways, such as hot cake udon or cold zaru udon, and is a popular Japanese home-cooked dish. Soba is a long, thin noodle made from kneaded buckwheat flour. Its characteristics are the rich flavor of the buckwheat flour and its smooth texture. The characteristics vary depending on the region, such as Togakushi soba in Nagano Prefecture, which is often handmade and has a rich flavor, or Wonko soba in Iwate Prefecture, which is a unique way of eating where the noodles are served one after another. Soba is loved by many people for its simple flavor and occupies an important position in Japanese cuisine. Now, let's take a closer look at ramen. Ramen is characterized by its diversity and depth. The type of soup varies depending on the region and restaurant, such as pork bone, soy sauce, and miso, and each has its own unique flavor. Various types of noodles are used to match the soup, such as thin noodles, medium-thick noodles, and thick noodles, and toppings such as char siu, bamboo shoots, and green onions can be enjoyed in a free combination depending on the restaurant. Shoyu ramen is widely eaten throughout Japan and is characterized by its light taste. Miso ramen is popular mainly in Hokkaido and is characterized by its soup rich in the flavor of miso. Tonkatsu ramen is popular mainly in Kyushu and is characterized by its rich soup made by boiling pork bones for a long time. Shio ramen is characterized by its light taste and is popular among women. Ramen is made in a wide variety of ways, depending on the way the soup is made, the way the noodles are made, and the combination of toppings. The soup is made by boiling various ingredients such as pork bones, chicken bones, and seafood for a long time. The noodles are made by mixing flour, kansui, salt, etc., and then boiled. As for toppings, char siu is made by boiling pork belly for a long time, and menma is made by seasoning and drying bamboo shoots. How to eat ramen varies depending on the region and restaurant, but generally, you sip the hot soup and enjoy the noodles and ingredients together. Ramen is not just something to eat, but can be enjoyed in a variety of ways depending on your mood and physical condition at the time. Ramen contains a good balance of carbohydrates, protein, and fat. Although the nutritional value varies depending on the type of soup and toppings, it is generally a high-calorie food. When choosing ramen, consider various factors such as the type of soup, the type of noodles, and the toppings, and choose the ramen you like. The best part of eating ramen is slurping hot ramen and enjoying the harmony of the noodles and soup. If you visit Tokyo, be sure to enjoy ramen. It's very cheap and very delicious. Next, let's explain about udon. Udon is characterized by its simplicity and diversity. Udon is made from simple ingredients such as wheat flour, salt, and water, and the firmness, thickness, and taste vary greatly depending on the region and manufacturing method. There are many types, from firm Sanuki udon to delicate noodles like Inanawa udon, and this diversity can be said to be one of the charms of udon. Udon has a long history, and it is said to have been introduced from China during the Heian period. Later, in the Muromachi period, a type of noodle called kiramugi was created, which is thought to be the prototype of udon. In the Edo period, it became established as a food culture for the common people, and unique udon noodles developed in various regions. The types of udon vary greatly depending on the region. Sanuki udon from Kagawa Prefecture is famous for its firmness and is known nationwide. Inanawa udon from Akita Prefecture is characterized by its thin and long noodles, and is popular as a gift. Osaka udon is characterized by its light taste with a strong dashi stock, and is loved by many people, especially in the Kansai region. Udon is made mainly by hand and machine. Handmade udon is made by craftsmen carefully by hand one by one, so the noodles have a rich flavor and texture. Machine-made udon is suitable for mass production and produces udon of uniform quality. How to eat udon also varies depending on the region and season. There are various ways to eat udon, such as cake udon, bukake udon, zaru udon, and kamage udon, so you can choose according to your mood and preferences that day. Also, depending on the region, there are unique toppings and ways to eat udon. If you are staying in Tokyo, be sure to try Marugame's Seimen's udon. It is a famous and very delicious udon chain in Japan. Each store makes the noodles from flour, so you can taste them fresh and they are very delicious. Finally, about soba. Soba is characterized by its flavor and throat feel. The rich aroma of buckwheat flour creates a unique flavor that other noodles do not have. Also, soba has a slightly harder texture than udon, and is characterized by its smooth throat feel. This flavor and throat feel are major factors that differentiate soba from other noodles. Soba has a long history, and it is said to have been introduced to Japan before the Nara period. In the past, soba gaki and soba yaki were the mainstream ways to eat it, and it seems that the current style of sobakiri was established around the Edo period. During the Edo period, soba became established as a food culture for the common people, and unique varieties of soba developed in various regions. Types of soba vary greatly depending on the proportion of soba flour and the manufacturing method. Juwari soba, which uses 100% soba flour, is rich in flavor but easy to break. On the other hand, Nihachi soba, made with 80% soba flour and 20% wheat flour, has a good balance of flavor and firmness and is a popular soba. The characteristics of soba also vary depending on the region. Togakushi soba in Nagano Prefecture is often handmade and has a rich flavor. Wonko soba in Iwate Prefecture has a unique way of eating in which soba is served one after another. Soba is made by hand or machine, just like udon. Handmade soba is made by craftsmen by hand, and the flavor and texture change greatly depending on how the soba flour is ground and kneaded. Machine-made soba is suitable for mass production and produces soba of uniform quality. How to eat soba varies depending on the season and region. Mori soba is the most common way to eat cold soba noodles served in a colander. Cake soba is eaten by dipping it in hot soup. Kamage soba is eaten by eating hot soba noodles that have been fried in a pot. Soba noodles are a food with a deep flavor and history, despite their simple ingredients and preparation. Please try the various types and ways of eating soba noodles for yourself. In Tokyo, you can easily enjoy soba noodles at Fuji Soba. They are reasonably priced and quick to prepare, so you can easily enjoy soba noodles. Finally, a summary. Famous noodles in Japan include ramen, udon, and soba. Especially during the cold winter months, eating warm noodles will warm your body, so we recommend them. They are also relatively affordable. If you come to Tokyo, please enjoy a variety of noodles.